It's hurricane season, and even worse than that, a hurricane's hitting my house in like a few days. Even worse than that is we actually have standing water already where I park all the boats. And well, we've worked so hard on this, and it only takes one tree or one random thing flying around to smack our submarine and hurt it. So today's mission is Operation Put the Submarine Somewhere Safe, and there's no safer place than the micro Jiggin factory number 2. I don't really have a good spot for our F1 1999 race boat that we just showed you guys for the first time yesterday. So I'm more worried about this one, honestly, because, well, it's so freaking aerodynamic, and wind could get under there and just fly it away, but it's also so light. I mean, it's a racing vessel, so the whole thing is really light, and it just takes one gust of wind to just blow that thing away. I don't know, I think the big boat should be fine, the jet ski should be okay. The jet boat, I'm actually gonna fill the jet boat up with water, so it's really heavy. And yeah, I mean, we're just gonna have to kind of bunker down, and this is what happens when you live in Florida. And I'm worried because my first hurricane while living on the lake, and we're in a flood zone, and you know, we got the Banger podcast here, we got my home here, we got all of our vessels here. We worked really hard to get this where it's at, and hopefully one hurricane doesn't just wipe it all away from us, or at least submerge it. Before we get any further, I want to tell you about the sponsor of today's video, Raid Shadow of Legends. And a lot of you guys have been asking where my best friend Tristan is. Well, good news, he is here to tell you all about this epic game.
With hundreds of artifacts to equip, with over 600 champions with unique skills, Raid is the first game to bring a true console-level experience to your phone. With Doom Tower, this game mode introduces a whole world of new and terrifying bosses to slay. Sprawling over 120 levels, the Doom Tower brought exciting new challenges for seasoned players. The Shadowkin are a tribe of warriors from the Far East recently liberated from the reign of evil. And the Hydra Clan boss is without a doubt the biggest, baddest, and scariest boss to ever set foot in Tellera.
One of my personal favorite things about the game is summoning champions from the portal and hopping into a couple of PvP arena battles. But here's Tristan to tell us about what's new with Raid.
Raid just released a new feature, Awakening, and a brutal new dungeon, the Iron Twins Fortress. Awakening your champions lets you choose a powerful blessing that can transform how they perform in battle. And they also just released a legendary version of everybody's favorite champion, Death Knight.
All you have to do is log in and play Raid for 7 days between now and October 27th, and you'll add Ultimate Death Knight to your collection. Easy. You can also use DK Rise's promo code for a bunch of free items to instantly level your new strongest champion all the way to level 50. The promo code is available for both new and existing players. And if you haven't started playing Raid yet, click the link in my description or scan my QR code here on the screen and you'll get unique bonuses worth $30. We're talking a free epic champion Vergis, 200k silver, 1 energy refill, and 1 XP boost, and 1 ancient shard so you can summon awesome champions as soon as you get in the game. All this treasure will be waiting for you here, and it's that easy. Just click the link in the description, and I'll see you in the game.
Good, we're almost like pilots.
Yeah. We're driving a lot better above ground than we do below. I got nothing left. This is it, bro. This is it. You guys have been saying, Brandon, you're coming out with bangers. Brandon, I can't believe all the videos. I'm gonna be honest, me either. I think we've ran out of energy officially, bro. I am so tired. Today's lesson class, we'll be learning about the Subscribe, the unnamed speed vessel that low-key kind of looks like a crawdad right now, and the hurricane. It's a hurricane that's in a hurry to get here, so it's a... Okay. Look at this. Who wrote that? Was that our team? That must have been Micro Factory number 1.
Yeah.
Number 2 would never do that. On the real note, we are going to have to go over a couple of things that are wrong with the submarine. Now, mind you, we can't actually fix the submarine today because we actually had to order parts. There's a lot of intricate stuff we have to get, and there's a hurricane. So we're a little low on time, but there is something we can fix, and that's gonna be the trailer. Things we have to diagnose before we get back into the water. We've got bubbles, just random bubbles that are leaking out of the air system. We have leaks in the actual sub, so air that's in compartments are leaking into other compartments. We have a weight issue, so we actually need to get more weight. We have to fix our trailer. The in and out process of putting the submarine in the water is an absolute nightmare. So we have to get that. And honestly, we can do all of these, but if we don't do the trailer, then getting to and from the water is seriously inconvenient. And if you don't have the right boat ramp, you literally can't launch it at all. Number 5 is a mystery. We're just leaving room for error here. There's a lot of things that I'm sure is wrong that we haven't found yet. And 6, in all caps, are ears, because the actual sound inside of the sub was so incredibly loud. When we were in there with the buoyancy control, it would just psh, psh, put air in there, and it literally was deafening. There were times where I was even trying to talk to the guys when we were on the surface, and I had to like plug my ears. I could not hear a friggin' thing. It was so friggin' loud. And you might be wondering why we've got our F1 lobster claw boat in this. We're also going to store this as well for the Hurricane. Another thing that I forgot to put on the list that's just kind of a side note is we need some kind of traveling safety glass system. You guys actually wrote that in the comment section. As you can see, there's a little bit of mud on this because my yard is just a big mud pit right now, but it's actually hitting the glass, which this stuff isn't bad. But if a rock were to hit that, it's like good luck trying to replace this curvature McDonald's Playhouse window. You know what I'm saying? That's so bad. But I'm on the same. We got our lead powder. Take a deep breath, boys. It'll be the last thing you remember. Let's get rid of our lead pouch. Corey has whipped us up a special little logo scenario. Apparently it's gonna go across 4 of the boards. I've never seen anything like this done, but Corey's like, yo, let's make this special. We've got the tools here. So I was like, sounds amazing. So quite a bit of a different scene, but you guys know we're doing like the whole hurricane thing. I'm not even gonna lie to you, last night, we were doing the trailer and your boy just completely passed out. So I went and got some waters this morning. I got 2 bags of dog food for the kiddo. You just never know how bad these storms are gonna be. And you know, kind of like the way we look at it is when I was back in, I think it was like middle school, high school, we didn't have power for like 2 weeks. So that's just kind of like my thought process. Like, we got propane for the grills. I got plenty of food for the dog. We got a lot of fresh water. Luckily, we actually live on a lake too, so worst comes to worst, your boy will just go get some fish from the backyard. Might be eating largemouth bass if we run out of, you know, fresh food. Ice are in the coolers. Got plenty of gas for the trucks and boats, stuff like that. So we're prepping as much as we can, but one thing that's not good is I have a low building and I'm in a flood zone. So I've got the shovels and I actually have bags for sand. And luckily on the property here, we have a big sand flat. I mean, the whole thing is sand, it's grass on that, but we just have this big sand pit here. So I'm gonna fill up bags of sand and we're gonna block off the back building. The Nautical Bros stayed and worked on the trailer. I was just completely gassed. I couldn't even film anymore, man. I was toast. I think you guys could probably see it, but I'm well rested. So now it's time to get to work because, you know, the clouds are rolling in. I think we're gonna start getting big bands here soon. But look at this, what a crazy man. He's just straight getting after it. Go, Reefy. Oh gosh. Oh, whoa. Where you going? Where you going? Go get him. Back building's all, back garage is sandbagged, studio is sandbagged. I've got a couple things to put in there. So I'm gonna sandbag this door up as well. And yeah, I mean, I've got all the wires and cables, you know, that's the podcast studio. So I've got all the wires and cables off the ground there. This is actually the trailer that the Nautical Bros were working on. They were working on this in the beginning of this video and I haven't really even got to show it off yet. And I put it through so much work in the past couple days that it looks dirty, but it was so beautiful when they gave it to me. This is starboard stuff, this super slippery stuff. So we'll be able to put the submarine there and then just drag it on to this. It's on both sides. And then under this bag of sand, you can see the Jiggin logo with the subscribe is obviously the name of our submarine. So they did a wonderful job. They actually put submerged taillights on it. They did like a a really big linkage under here. So where you have the hitch, you actually have a link here, and then they have like a whole like 10-foot hitch that will go to my truck, so my truck won't have to be submerged underwater. It's basically an extension hitch, and you can use the trailer regular, or you can customize it for the Submarine, which is great. They did a phenomenal job. They also did some maintenance like greasing the hubs and spray paint and stuff, and they actually put rollers on the gate. They did a lot. So big thanks to the Nautical Bros. They've literally made everything I'm doing so much easier. But yeah, so I don't know, you know, this was supposed to be a submarine video, and it kind of got taken all over the place. But I mean, hey, we're like prepping for a real friggin' storm here. Oh, that's friggin' Nautical Bros right there. Come on in, brother. That's so funny. Huh? What are the odds of that? Dude, what are the odds of that? I was just bragging about the trailer, and I was showing them, I was like, they're gonna come help me with the F1 boat, you know, the trailer, da-da-da-da. And then look at you guys, man.
Rolled up right in time.
Saving the day, bro. Saving the day. Awesome.
I was like, oh shit, he's recording. I don't know if I...
Yeah, no, come on in. That was funny. I was like, wow. I look up, I was like, you guys are right here.
That's just pouring out. See?
I have never seen anything like that before.
Whoa.
Jesus. The sandbags worked, it's dry in there. I have a lake now. Trees down. I got another tree down over here. We got this tree down on the property. We even have some complimentary shingles from the horse barn. All these. And we've got another tree down right there. That could have been a really bad day. Busted out both those windows. Typical swimming pool stuff, just discolored and full of palm tree stuff from the palm tree. No power, but you're making coffee? Hello everyone, it's actually been a few days. Hurricane has finally passed, and we've got one tree down on our fence over here. We got another tree down here. Reef is loving life though, so that's good. And to be honest with you, that was one of the more scary storms I've ever been a part of, and it sounded like tornadoes all night long around us. We had over 100-mile-an-hour winds sustained for like 12 hours. My horse barn was throwing shingles at the house, and well, now our lake is way higher than it should be. We actually had water hitting the windows and sliding glass door so hard that it was pushing down into the walls and actually coming through to the floors. So we do have water damage inside of the house. We're currently out of power, and yeah, I mean, just typical hurricane stuff, really. Here's the thing, we got a lot of cleaning up to do. This was supposed to be a Submarine Sunday video, but obviously that couldn't happen because, well, Mother Nature had different plans for us. And to be honest, we just got to roll with the punches. And it's been an incredible month, crazy videos. And I'm not gonna lie, the hurricane slowed us down a little bit, especially with the Wi-Fi. If you guys are even seeing this, somehow I found Wi-Fi to upload. To give you an idea how bad it is, my phone has service, but there's so little towers around that are still standing that I can't even call anybody. So it's really weird with power and stuff right now, but yeah, just kind of wanted to update you guys. The Submarine is safe, and the F1 race boat is safe as well, which is great. So videos will be coming soon. I just got to get my life together, and well, right now I got to get the chainsaw and start getting some of the trees that are down, and just get some of this yard cleaned up. I mean, it's a real mess right now, but I know the video's all over the place. I hope you guys understand why. It was a hard one to make, and there's a lot of times where I had to put my camera down and focus on freaking getting sandbags filled up for the garages, or getting sandbags filled up for family, and just getting ready for the storm. There's a bunch of stuff, so sorry it was all over the place, but I hope you guys can understand. You know, we been in a whirlwind the past 24, 48 hours. So with that being said, it's gonna wrap it up. I love you guys so much, and more videos coming soon, I promise. I hope. If you guys see this one, then we should be close to posting another one, because it means I got Wi-Fi. But until then, we're in the dark. I don't know when we're getting it up. All right, love you guys so much. We'll see you all on the next adventure. Peace out.